Peace and blessings. Happy Wednesday. Today, I want to speak about something I spoke about yesterday. If you go to my YouTube channel, like and subscribe, you'll hear the whole full message. But this week, I'm talking about mental health, right? And a lot of times, the reason why I'm speaking about it, because a lot of people just don't understand it, clearly don't understand it. The stereotype that, in our community that with black people, we have a tendency to try to stay away from going to a psychiatrist or a therapist, right? So for me, I don't have no problem. I'm an open book, right? I don't have anything to hide. I don't feel ashamed or anything like that. For a long time, I used to always wonder why I was highly aggressive. One day, my best friend Graham came to me and was like, Slim, man, you like a pit bull. You don't let things go, right? And I think the reason why I don't let things go is because once that I bring you in my circle, I love you unconditionally. But when you show me something totally different, it's hard to forgive you, right? I'll forgive you, right? I'll forgive you, but I will never forget if you cross me, right? And at the end of the day, that's something that I'm asking God to work with me, right? But, one of my daughters had asked me, hey, Dad, have you ever been to counseling? I said, yeah, I've been to counseling. And honestly, that's who actually told me that, I suffer from PTSD. I only sleep like 4 or 5 hours, if that, a night. Any little thing wake me up. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to be put in situations where if I feel like I'm being threatened, then next thing you know, I end up getting in defense mode. And when I'm in defense mode, it's me or you, plain and simple. That's just how I look at it. Unfortunately, I don't look at, when I go it's from a 0 to 1,000, I go all the way to 1,000. And at the end of the day, that's why I try to be a little bit more seclusive to myself, especially when I know what people irritate me, right? And, I always say, if somebody speak ill will about me, you ask them what did you do to him, because I've always been a man of peace. I don't try to go around, man, beefing with people or starting anything. But when you start to, bring it my way, it ain't like a light switch. You can cut it on and off when you feel like it, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I kind of stay to myself. But getting back to this therapy thing, right? I felt like the therapy was more of just this bullshit, because when I actually spoke with the therapist and everything, she asked me a couple of questions and stuff like that. And, basically they want to know, would you commit any harm to anyone out in the public, right? One thing I'm not going to never do, I'm never going to crash out and do something where it put me back in prison. At the end of the day, I've basically built my life too hard or too long to, go through what I've been doing, right? So, but what I don't really care for is when people have a tendency to look from the outside in and have an opinion about who I am, right? The people that really truly know me know I'm a good person or whatever, right? But like I said again, let's revert back to the therapist. So the therapist asked me a couple of questions. I gave her a couple of answers to some of her questions, and then what she said to me, it seemed like it was really crazy. She was like, well, because you've been suffering for so long, 20-something years, and you haven't crashed out all this time, I think that you're pretty good. I don't really think you need therapy, right? But when a person open up an old wound with me, and it's considered trauma, right? And I've been through trauma in my life, right? So when you do something to me that open up that trauma, literally, in my mind, I'm literally thinking shit that I can do to you, right? And I don't want to live like that. So that's why I keep, distance myself from people. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm not no bad person, but at the end of the day, I don't bother nobody, and I don't want nobody to bother me. But when I'm starting to notice that, man, they always say nice guys finish last. And I'm starting to feel that way, right? I ain't always been the person I am right now, right? And I truly feel like this, man. Some situations, I feel like that, they poking the bull, right? And they always say when you poke a bull, what you gonna get? You gonna get the horns, right? If I ain't bothering you, I'm bothering you, man. Just let me alone. You stay over there, I stay over there. Ain't no harm, no foul or whatever, man. At the end of the day, I know the type of person I am. I'm not gonna be somebody that you can just pick and choose when you want to deal with me, when you don't want to deal with me, right? And I think in my life, I think all I've had surrounding myself around people that pretty much always, they can pick up the phone and call me when they want something. But when it comes to certain other things, I don't hear from you. Only time I hear from you is when you want something. So at the end of the day, that's how I look at it in a sense, man. So for me to be moving in the way that I'm moving, I'm fine the way that I'm moving because I got me a life. At the end of the day, I don't ask nobody for nothing. I live the way I live because guess what? What you see me doing right now, out here grinding. I stay grinding all day long. Like and subscribe, go to my Facebook page, channel, and help me build this channel because at the end of the day, I live by example, right? I tell people, man, that, I would love to, man, have an entrepreneur class and teaching people, man, listen to this. If the same energy that you can put into being in these streets, selling weed, selling whatever narcotics that you're selling, you could do the same thing. Like for me, I've been out here probably about 8 or 9 o'clock. The same way, I ain't got to worry about taking no penitentiary chances. It's just a waiting game. And for me, I'm fine with that. If I waited, man, 10 years to get out, get freedom, I could sit out here and wait a couple of hours and get me some paper, right? But getting off of that topic, man, I am so excited to open this new location, and I'm open, man, in Clinton, my new detail shop, man, Touch of Love and Me. I want you to come by and tap in, support us and stuff like that. We got the best deals on cleaning your car. We offering, man, $45 for wash and wax. Hear me again. Wash and wax, $45. That's the whole shebang. You go to these other car washes, you get tire shine and all that, they want to charge all this extra shit. We don't do all that. We charge one price and one price only. So we're going to do some videos to let y'all see where the spot at. I'm going to show you step by step what we doing. So have a good day. Peace and blessings. Speaking my truth. Man, like and subscribe on YouTube. Go to my channel because that's the only way I'm going to build it. And at the end of the day, if you can look at the video, but then it don't cost you nothing to like or subscribe. It's just that when you subscribe, every time I do content, it'll come to your phone, right? I don't do all that goofy shit. I don't do no whole bunch of talking about the streets from back in the day and all that because that's the past, man. At the end of the day, I'm a grown man. I did all that stuff when I was a kid, so I'm a grown man shit. I can't keep bringing up, man, who I was back in the day because at the end of the day, people don't care about who you were back in the day. They care about who you are in the present. Tell me what you think, like and subscribe. Get back at me. Peace.